are a couple who wants to encourage you to live your best life and welcome you to a family. We are a carefree people with expressive vibes, so tune in with us, cause we're your teammates on Team Rochelle, yeah. So tune in with us on Team Rochelle. We'll give you the best advice on Team Rochelle. We're a family, yeah. Team Rochelle. You rolling with Team Rochelle. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hey, what's going on, teammates? This is Jarell, Rochelle.
This is Madeline, Rochelle.
And this is Team Rochelle, and we're here for our midweek check-in. And for this check-in, we kind of wanted to do something really quick and fun, but also informative. So, during this check-in, we're talking about the 3 things that we learned in our 5-year marriage. And the first we wanted to share with you is that sex should and is an open conversation. Now, what does this mean? So, sex is a very personal subject matter between 2 loved ones, obviously within the confines of marriage, but we also feel that sometimes, especially for believers, it becomes this taboo, weird subject where you can't be honest and open about what your needs are and what you are. And we've experienced in so many different capacities, the more that we communicated our needs and our wants and our desires, the easier it was to fulfill within the bedroom. And so we want to be clear and we want to be frank. You have to be comfortable with talking about what it is that you need. And that's okay. It's okay to have conversations. It's okay to have tough conversations about, maybe you feel a certain type of way that you don't want things to go, or you do want things to go. It's all about boundaries and making yourself feel safe, but also having fun, you know what I'm saying? Because sex is fun. It's a beautiful exchange, spiritual connection between 2 consenting adults, and you want to make sure that because you're having sex with this one person for the rest of your life, you want to make sure that it's something that's stimulating, fun, and that you both are energized by it. And the only way that you can do that is by having an open conversation and being real with your partner. And so don't be scared, don't be shy, just open up, talk about it, and be real.
The second thing that we want to talk about is don't get too comfortable. And so what we mean by that is not that you can't be comfy in your marriage.
Yeah, you can.
You should. But we learned that getting into ruts, getting into those things where you're doing the same thing, not necessarily growing, kind of just in that, what you would call a pilot mode, where you're just kind of going. We want you to get out of that. So we can say that from experience. It's easy to get there when you're like, we have this to do, 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 we have a child, we have to this, we have to that. And you're kind of just going through it because you're like, I have so much to get done. But getting in that comfortable spot often leads to unawareness of what's going on, especially with your spouse. It can almost become that thing where, you've heard you become roommates, or you kind of just are like coexisting with each other. And taking that intentional time to be outside of your box and say, hey, maybe today I'm going to go out of my way to, fulfill my partner's love language. Or maybe I'm going to go out of my way to plan something special. Or maybe I'm going to break the mold and just surprise them and do something really random and really fun. Can honestly be so helpful, because when we get in that routine and that rut of life, especially when work is going on, it can be damaging, and you can sometimes not even realize that you're doing it. So it's really important to stay conscious of what your marriage is like. Take those temperature checks. Be like, make sure you're checking in with your spouse, communicating. Don't let yourself get to that point where you're so comfortable that you don't know what's going on, or that it's just the same old every single day.
And also, it's not just about your spouse, as she was saying. It's also about you, taking time to love yourself, getting dressed, feeling good, confident about your looks, working out, you can only love your neighbor as much as you love yourself. So you have to love yourself and to keep that cycle going and fresh and new. And the third and final thing that we wanted to discuss was basically making time to be intentionally fun and to laugh. like laughter, what does the Bible say? Laughter is like medicine for the soul. And so we are strong believers of that. And sometimes, like me, I'm goofy a lot of the time. And sometimes I'll just poke at Mad or like, you know, make her laugh or say something like totally outrageous. Because you realize like outside of like your work and your purpose, there's not much to life outside of that. And so you might as well have fun during those outside of operating hours, you know? And the more that we laugh, the more that it brings joy, releases endorphins, like, and we just sometimes just have laughing sessions as a family. And it also teaches you not to take life too seriously, because I mean, we come in with nothing and we leave out with nothing at the same time. So nobody's really winning here, no matter how much you amass on this earth. Honestly, the only thing that you have to give after you've lived on this earth is your heart. And so make sure it's red, make sure it's beating, have fun, and really enjoy and love what you do, and love your person that God assigned to you, because there's nothing better.
Yes, I agree. So these are the 3 things that we want to highlight, 3 things that we have learned in almost 5 years of marriage. We're coming up here next month.
Yeah.
And so if this blessed you, comment below. Tell us what your favorite thing was, or how you're going to use it in your relationship, your marriage, or for yourself.
Yeah.
And we will see you guys on...
Hold on, wait. Do you want to give them an update about the GoFundMe?
Oh, of course. Yeah. So we are doing really awesome with this GoFundMe. We are up to $1,300.
$1,300!
Which is great.
Yeah.
We are working our way towards a $7,000 goal.
Yeah.
We are only, what, $5,700 away.
Yeah.
So we're getting there. We've
Teammates.
built up steam. We built up momentum, and you guys have made it happen.
Yes.
So thank you so much to everybody who's donated. Thank you to everybody who's replied to my messages. Thank you to everybody who's giving us prayers. We so appreciate it.
We need it.
We need and we love it, and we're so thankful. So thank you guys so much. We're going to post again if you would love. If you can, please share. That helps us tremendously also to get the word out.
Thank you, teammates. We love you. We're praying for you, and have a blessed week.
We'll see you guys on Sunday.
Rochelle.